East Northport Jewish Center is proud to present Parasha Poetry with Rabbi Ian Silverman. This week, Parashat Miqetz.
Pharaoh awoke, disturbed by his dreams. He was really coming apart at the seams. Fat cows, plump grain, skinny cows, and straw. He could not fathom all that he saw. So Joseph was rushed to him, scrubbed and combed from Potiphar's prison that he had now called home. The butler remembered 2 years too late that Joseph did a fine interpreter rate. Joseph reasoned that Pharaoh, the future he'd seen, that good times were fleeting, the drought would be mean, that 7 years of plenty is not a long while, grains should be saved up like they're going out of style. For farming would stop, and there'd be no crop. Cattle wouldn't graze on those sun-scorched days, unless someone installed a rationing plan. People would starve to the very last man. So Joseph took over. He was almost superhuman, an urban planner with business acumen. He was called Safnak Paneah. They gave him a ring, a 30-something that was practically king. The stage was set for the brothers to enter. Canaan was stricken, and therefore they went there. When they saw Joseph in Egypt, they hadn't a clue that he was just like them, also a Jew. Who'd have thunk that our little Joe, under the makeup and headdress, did know that there stood his brothers who had some remorse, but not yet time to tell them, of course, because he was guided by dreams of the past, and he knew that 11 would bow down at last. So he told them he needed to bring youngest brother, who you remember was Joseph's same mother. The father held out. He really resisted. But in the end, Jacob sent Ben when Judah insisted that he would protect him, that all would be fine. How would he know that with Joseph they'd dine? That he'd plant a goblet in little Ben's sack to see if his brothers had really turned back from petty jealousy, from heartless ways, when they left poor Joseph in that pit, in that daze. They would prove their full teshuvah, this time with young Benj, when they demonstrate love instead of revenge.
If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like it, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and tune in next week for another edition of Parasha Poetry with Rabbi Ian Silverman.